as you already know, always say the best for last. Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. It's your favorite revenue master magician, Bruce Jordan, and today we're going to be talking about how hotel front desk agents steal money. The reason why I'm doing this is because one, we need to know there's no point in making a bunch of money and then just have somebody steal it. Two, a lot of the revenue losses that I see actually comes from the front desk. All money is made and lost at the front desk. So if you don't have the right procedures and auditing going on at the front desk, you're going to be losing a lot of money. So let's get into it. Number one, bank theft. You see this a lot. I had one girl, she was taking money from her drops and she had access to the safe. How about that? She was taking money from the drops and then she was taking money from her bank and she was using the drops to cycle out the losses from the bank and so on and so forth. It was just ridiculous. So the way I caught this is, well, I was doing bank audits and I would do these surprise camera audits. So I'll make sure the camera is running, recording. I'll record it from my phone as well as from here. And I will audit banks with no one present just to see what the hell is going on. Because when they're present, they'll try to make all types of excuses to get out of their bank audit. And I'll usually do it, a couple of days before they paycheck. And that's how I caught it. So something told me to just check the drops as well. So when I'm auditing her bank is short, I'm auditing the drops, her drops, they're short. So now I know what the hell is going on. Those are things that you're gonna see. So right now I would double up on my bank audits, just to make sure your front desk agents are doing what they're supposed to do. And staying honest. People hate cash businesses, and this is one of the reasons why. But with the pandemic going on, we have to do what we have to do, and we have to get that cash. Now, number two is taking cash payments and doing room moves. And this is how that usually works. A front desk agent would do a room move for someone with a credit card, waiting for someone to pay cash. When they do that, this is what happens. The guest with the credit card gets the room, and the room that they actually move the room from is actually fine. Guest comes in, pays cash. The guest already has the keys and everything in hand, gives them keys, and then the other guest goes to their room. And this is how this usually gets caught. One, the guest who's inside the hotel usually come down or call when the shift changes and say, hey, I'm in room such and such and such. I need this, that, and the third. And they're like, hold on, I don't have anyone in that room. Where did you come from? And the second way this usually gets caught is with the audit trail. When I see room moves, the first thing I do is I do an audit trail report on the lock so I can see what the hell is going on to make sure this is not happening. If I got people coming in and out of this room using these keys, after this room move was done, I know what it is. And someone got to explain it to do. That is another way. Now, the next one we're going to talk about is taking cash payment for fees and then reversing the fees and pocketing the cash. So you have a guest that paid cash, they are checking early, they check in late. They go ahead and charge the fees, they go ahead and take the cash, and what do? They reverse the fees and pocket the cash. Or they be early check-in fees, or they check out fees, so on and so forth. The best way to catch this is have an audit log. And one, if you can, try to have management approve all adjustments. But you definitely want to have an audit log, and you want a guest to sign off on the receipt saying that they received that adjustment and received the cash back in that adjustment. When I see adjustments like that, I usually go back and I look at the cameras a lot, by the way. I usually go back and look at the cameras just to see, what's going on. After a while, you tend to know who you can trust and who you can't trust. Now, the next one is, it's weird, it's awkward, but it happens. So you'll have a front desk agent, a guest will pay cash, and the front desk agent will pocket the cash and use their personal credit card to pay for the guest stay, to one, get a cash advance on a card that they probably can't get a cash advance on anyway, and two, most importantly, they get the reward points, especially if you have a travel card. Travel card reward points pay up to 5% cash back. So if you got a bunch of guests coming in paying cash, and then the front desk agent using their credit card, not only do they get the cash, but they also get 5%. You do that, 10, 15 times a month. You know, you're making 50 to extra 50 to 100 bucks, you know, just in these fees. So, you know, it kind of adds up for the front desk agent in the long run. Only problem is when a guest checks out, she's gonna say, I didn't pay with a credit card, I paid with cash. It gets even worse when a guest leaves their credit card on file and we charge the card. Or the front desk agent charges the card and keeps the cash, and the guest doesn't call back into, you know, 30, 60 days later saying, hey, I paid cash, why is my card being charged? And then disputes the charge. The hotel loses 2 times. Reputation, and of course, they lose the money. One thing you want to do is you always want to make sure you give guest receipts for cash payments. If you can have the system set up automatically, that would be great, so guests can actually see their receipt before they check out of the hotel. The way I usually catch this is I usually look at the credit card reports and make sure the names match from the reservation to the payment that's being settled, so I don't have to worry about this in the future. And of course, as always, I save the best for last. This one is going to be travel agent theft. You're like, what are you talking about, travel agent theft? This is what happens. You get this is what happened to me, and this is how I caught it. I had some pay stubs like right on my desk, and I was doing a financial audit on a hotel, and I'm looking through the financials and I'm auditing TA commissions. I always had this habit of auditing TA commissions because I've been burnt so many times. Most people still do payables, remember that. So I was auditing the commissions and something just told me to look up. So I look up and I noticed that the address on the pay stub matched the address that was on the travel agency that this check was written from. And I was able to put 2 and 2 together. Sometimes a travel agent will see that you're booked and can't see you through the GDS, so they will call the hotel directly and say, hey, this is such and such travel agency, I need to make the reservation. Here's my item number, make sure you add my number to this reservation so I can get my commission. That may happen once or twice a month, depending on how big your hotel is. But what this front desk agent was doing, I guess his mom or his cousin owned a travel agency, so every time he'd get a walk-in, he would add this item number into that reservation, so the commission goes to his mom or his cousin, whatever the case may be. So, and this is how I caught it. So always make sure you look, when you're auditing TA commissions, make sure you take a look at the reports from the front desk. Look, when if you have Opera or one of those other systems, you can see that this was a walk-in, or if it's the same person that is doing this, like adding the IATA number into the system manually, you know what's going on. You know, if it's a reservation made by someone at the front desk, you're seeing the same travel agent coming on these reports, you know what's going on. And this guy's been doing it for a long time. He took thousands and thousands of dollars in commissions that he had, he was just not entitled to it. Now, you can take money, and there is a way to take money, but you don't want to take money from the hotel. If you want to take money, you might as well take it from the OTAs. And this is how you do it. OTAs have something called partner programs or affiliate programs. And what that does, it gives you anywhere from a 50 to 40% commission for referring the business to the OTA. There's a couple of extra steps that you have to take to do this. But what I would do if I was sold out, or if I had a guest that did not like my hotel or did not like the room, instead of losing the money, what I would do is I would go ahead and get my affiliate link from booking.com, let's say for example, it pays out 40%. And I would text that link to that hotel that I recommend, and then booking.com would pay me a commission for that referral. It's very simple and easy. Stop paying them, let them pay you. Very, very simple. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching us, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and share this information, because this information needs to get out there. And we'll be talking to you soon. Make your revenues rise up once again.